1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. Welcome to the Mudblood podcast. How have you been? 3 seconds into the new year, Paddy's yawning. That has to be a fucking record on this podcast.
Like a sleep.
Oh, you fucked, are you?
Just like a sleep.
Not, but what's been keeping you up? Can't get no sleep, Maxi
Insomnia.
Jazz.
Dead.
Dead.
Maxi Jazz, dead.
Yeah.
Gone, faithless.
I know.
You didn't mention him, did we?
That's right, we haven't had anyone die because of us recently.
Well,
I don't know. Have we mentioned Maxi? I can't imagine. I don't think the words Maxi Jazz
no.
have ever been said in this show.
Yeah.
Did you ever see them live,
I just knew it
Faithless?
was Maxi.
Do
you know,
and his sister, Maxi Pat.
I actually done the dirty one year on St. Paddy's Day. I went and seen Emmons in the waterfront.
Sorry.
They had
What you define as done the dirty, very
It'd be
different than what I do.
Put it this way. It'd be like the 12th of July, you going to see Faithless whenever the fucking marching season's on.
I'd absolutely would do that.
No, I get that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But at the same sense, you would go to yourself.
See, done the dirty means you read someone, so I thought you'd fucked Maxi Jazz.
No.
One Paddy's Day.
What I mean was, I didn't go to your traditional thing on St. Paddy's and me and Andrew went and seen them in the waterfront and it was empty. And I went,
Fuck off. What?
I went, yeah, I says, fuck me, Faithless must be, Fenians must be the big fucking draw here.
Aye.
So we were basically in the waterfront hall with a few hundred orange men who were trying to get away from St. Paddy's Day. And I was like, whoever fucking called this concert on that day for them and really fucked them over. But they still had it, and it was like, there must have been 200 people at it in the full waterfront.
I've never been. Is it not seated? Or can you do it as a music?
You can do it as a music, so there was seats taken away. Like the floor plan was completely seat free, and then there was the seats.
That's fucking brutal.
But
in their seats, just...
Yeah.
well, we were actually in seats because I didn't trust being down with all the Protestants.
How do you go to a seated Faithless concert?
You just don't sit down. But it was very, very good.
I saw them one year at what's the Scottish one called? Not Tenants Vital, Tain the Park. Saw them one year at that, and they were fucking outstanding.
I seen them
We missed
there.
most of it, but because I get blocked and got lost, and no one could find
And then
me.
I also seen them in a nightclub one time. And that was like away at the very start. Away at the very
Talking
start.
early 90s, late 80s?
96 or something like that. And I seen them somewhere. I can't remember which one. May have been the Yak Yak Club in Enniskillen. May have been. I don't even know.
Fuck me.
But it was unbelievable.
Were you out of your mind at that point?
I'm always being out of my mind.
You've always been about on substances.
I can neither deny or confirm.
Few wee biscuits in you, come on.
I don't know.
So
Quite
Was your
possibly.
mate's dad there, essentially?
Possibly. The scat man.
I fucking love that guy. Can we ever get him on this?
No,
Ah,
definitely not. I don't talk to him no more.
his friend or his dad?
Both of them.
Oh, really? Did you fall out?
Wasn't really a fallout. It's just,
Life.
I just think life happens, and what happens is you have kids and you have this and you have that, and you fall away. Do you know what I mean? Like, we haven't had a good stag do in years, and Heskey getting kids at Christmas.
Oh, congratulations, Heskey.
Yeah.
I thought he was
Stupid
married,
cunt,
no?
Stupid cunt. No, Heskey's never been married.
Fuck.
Yeah. So,
Better late than never, fair enough.
I know. So
I like Heskey. Heskey's a
we're
lovely fella.
sitting going, what's the crack with stag do here? Because we haven't had one on. Well, Sean has a stag do in February
That's right, he was telling me.
in Liverpool.
I was laughing.
Week before I'm in Liverpool. By the way, I couldn't have fucking held off.
When are you there?
17th.
What were you doing?
You're 2 weeks before it then.
The 6th. So I just over like a week and a half before.
The 6th?
Yeah.
Is that Thursday or something?
No, it's a Monday.
A Monday night stag do?
In Liverpool.
Yeah, but still,
Liverpool is like
I-
weekday, like
I know it is mental and everything's up there, but
Six.
still.
A Monday?
yeah.
It is mental.
Yeah. Were you doing hot water?
Hot water in Liverpool. The 17th and 18th. I think I'm doing the show on the Friday, and I think I'm doing the club on the Saturday. And
You'll be
then
doing a
I'm
few gigs on that
and then
Saturday
I-
for doing the club.
Aye, and then I'm doing Manchester on the Sunday night.
Frog and Bucket.
Frog and Bucket.
Very good, very good. I'm looking to get over there. I'm actually over there next week.
Yeah.
Just doing it because I want to get over. When I was over there with Shane, I just loved the city, loved doing comedy there. It's like I want to get in this scene a lot more because it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're in Liverpool and you listen to this and you've never been in hot water, God knows fucking why not. But go.
And what they're fucking doing as well is
Oh yeah.
they're building the biggest comedy venue in Europe.
Have you seen the plans for it?
No, it's unreal.
Oh, fucking
Benty
mad.
showed me like what he's doing. It's
Same here.
absolutely mental.
Oh,
Fair play to him. Do you know, I remember doing their gig in the Crown Hotel facing the bus station.
I remember you knew Paul years ago, didn't you? With like long hair, yeah.
All of them. Like, they all fucking... Adam was there, Paul, Benty, and Paul Smith. And we done it was like a fucking Sunday night. And I done it with Don Biswas, who is an Indian...
I have gigged with Don.
Don's an Indian. I think he has...
He has
something wrong with him.
I'm gonna say dyspraxia, and I could be wrong because I'm thinking of someone else. Is this Don Biswas? Because I thought he was the same age as me, and
No,
he's like 33.
Yeah, he'd be older than that because... Yes, that's Don.
Is that Don? Do you know Don?
Yeah, gig with Don. So, Don was meant to do support for me in London.
Serious?
Yeah.
What happened?
He got COVID.
Oh fuck!
He got COVID.
I'd said that. I give everyone that room COVID. I don't give a fuck. Who cares? I'm not joking.
You're a very giving young man.
I am indeed. But no, Don's a lovely fella.
Yeah, no.
I thought he was the same age as me because he looks dead young.
He's a Labour man.
As in he votes Labour, or he...
No, he's in the Labour Party, but he does all their stand up for Labour gigs and stuff like that.
Right.
So he's a wee bit of a socialist, you know.
I see.
Main like him, man.
Why do you think I don't like socialism?
You're proud, you just don't like it at all.
That's not true at all.
No,
That's not true. I don't think it works, but I don't dislike it. Capitalism.
It's just, for some reason, Protestants just don't like it.
I don't think you know what socialism is. I just think you're supposed to be it, and then you all sort of say, I'm a socialist.
Wait, what do you think socialism is?
Fuck knows, mate. I didn't say. I know either. Everybody work together and all for everyone. Fucking all that there. What do you think it is?
Is that what you think it is?
No. How would you define socialism? What's socialism mean to you?
I'm a socialist capitalist, so I'm a left wing capitalist.
You're a socialist capitalist? Are you saying words you know, mate? I was fucking spot on. Everyone from the West is into socialism. Ask them what it is.
You can't be a socialist and wear fucking North Face jumpers. You know what I mean?
It's like, I love when the West, like, you know, something happens in Palestine, Israel, and you all go, boycott Israel, and then the minute someone's like, you can't drink Coke anymore, and everyone's like, fuck it, cause is gone.
No.
Happens every time.
I did.
And that boycott lasts about 2 weeks.
A free Palestine cup in the Dabnish, and I was trying to get Shane to hold it to get a photo, and he was like, no. And I was like, fucking hold it. He was like,
See, he circumcised me as a Jew.
he says,
You forgot
no. And I says, why not? And he goes, I wouldn't hold a free Israel fucking cup. And I went,
Free Israel!
there is no free Israel. Israel stole it.
Free Israel!
I wouldn't hold
They're
a
only
free
getting
Israel
billions
cup.
a year.
You're
freedom.
now entering free Israel.
Free Israel would actually have Gaza, not like it would be Gaza just there. Hello, I'm to the Israel, man.
Gaza
The
from
free
Uganda, is it? What they meant? You want sandwich, bastard?
Why'd you turn it?
Fog on time, fucker. None of us can do
He said
Gaza.
actual Gaza.
Yeah, that was his actual Paul Gascoigne.
Why, mate? Alright, hold on, I'll do Gaza.
Trying to do Gaza when we met him. Right, lads. See you later. Fucked off.
Didn't even say it.
Did he not?
Nope.
He kind of went like, he went like right, and then just like fuck.
He done Batman.
He just put his arm around us and then fucked off. Didn't he leave that show early as well? I didn't
can't
stay to the end.
remember much. I had to go to Newry.
I think we both left,
I had to go to Newry.
but I was.
I remember done the. I remember sitting Hamlet. I was talking about it the other day. Do you remember there was all Scottish people at our table,
I do.
and they were like, "What do you do?" Did I say I was in the RA?
No, I think you said you were in the UDA.
Was that what
You
it was?
said you were in a power military.
Because they says, "Why does everybody all of you?" And I says, "We're the." Is that what it was?
You didn't even like say I'm in the UDA. You just went, I'm a respected man in these parts, like implying that's what you did. You just implied heavily you were in a
Because they were
paramilitary.
asking what, and then everybody was saying. I remember telling somebody about it, like, and the Scottish ones were like, "Oh my god, can I get a photo?"
They clearly
and
thought
they
that-
didn't even know. They just thought we were fucking UDA brigadiers. I thought I told them I was trying to, but I knew it was something to do with paramilitaries. But they believed
You
it.
told them you
They
were
fucking believed it, and it looked like it because the way everybody was
Because we're
getting
coming up
on.
and shaking your hand, they'll be like, great to have you here and all.
I know.
So they were like, initially when we sat at their
They
table,
were like,
they're like,
"Who are these
what
guys?"
the fuck are you doing? And then
Yeah.
after, they were like, on their best behaviour.
Yeah, they were like, "Hello, pleased to meet you, Mr. McDonald."
And then we got up and just did stand
And
up.
they were like, "What the fuck?"
They must have been so fucking
Must be like,
confused.
dirty, smelly, fiend bastards.
I forgot all about that. Do you remember that when we started this podcast, we got weird bookings that we took because we were like, fuck it, the podcast is new, we'll just do everything comes our way, make a bit of money. Do you remember there's that period we were doing house parties? We would just rock up, like people would book us.
That was different,
That was great.
but it was different. That was like a stag do, but it was
Aye.
you couldn't have entertainment.
That was during COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's right.
and we drove to fucking Irvinstown
That's right.
and done a gig for the UDA in a fucking big house.
Don't know if it was the
And
UDA
it felt
or
like
three lads that had Rangers tops.
It wasn't three lads that had Rangers tops. It was a fucking squad of them,
Yeah.
right? And they all done the door, by the way. And they had plenty of drugs,
Yeah.
and they had Rangers. And the best bit about it was, I says, "Should I go out and put my Celtic top on?" They went, "Yeah, that'd be a great idea." And I done the gig with Celtic tracksuit on.
I remember bullying the wee ginger guy, and he gets so
Then
upset.
what was it was wrong? We got told about that.
Something that happened to him that week. Something really, I
He
can't
was
remember.
totally- Was he not just off his head in drugs? And you says, "Fuck, that explains it."
I don't know. I thought
We
something.
get told something.
I can't remember. I
That
just.
was some house. Do you remember?
Oh, it was
remember the
brilliant.
house we pulled into thinking it was it?
Aye.
And that turned out that was your woman that owned the house that was renting the house out to Emmons.
Irvintown's full of rich motherfuckers.
Fuck me, you want to see this house?
But I remember this wee ginger guy. He was either wasn't it? He was so fucked, and he didn't want to draw attention to it, so he wasn't like laughing or responding to anything I was saying.
Responding. Hold on,
So I was being like, "What the fuck's your problem?" and kept bullying him, and he just kept his head down. And I did it for like 5, and everyone else was laughing at him clearly because they knew he was like fucked on drugs. And I was like, "I've really hurt this guy's feelings."
He's just sitting there.
He's
like
just.
that.
I was like, "Fuck his cunt, I'm about to
wiped out.
fucking get in the bath here, like,
He's
and
wiped
bring a
out.
toaster."
we definitely get told something, and then you went, "That explains it."
No,
Ah, fuck. Okay.
fuck me. How time flies. How was your Christmas anyway?
Quiet.
Aye, really? I'd imagine your house would be fucking mental. The kids not going fucking bucked off to know.
Well, that's kids. I mean, to me, that's just fucking life now, isn't it? But I mean, in terms of a Christmas, like, it's not.
There's times I've called up to your house to pick you up, and you can just like you'll open the door, and there's just like two kids beating the fuck out of each other, and everyone's running about screaming. You're like, "Take me now. I'll get changed in the
It's-
car."
I was out with a couple of boys who I, haven't been fucking knocking about with in a while, and we went out the other day to watch a match, and I remember one of their dads used to have a house in Beachmount, and it was like a 4-story house, cracking big house, and we partied in it because his dad worked in yard rigs or something, or worked on boats,
Aye,
and he was never there. So we basically had this permanent free house, and I remember being in there. It was Christmas Eve, and my man and dad, like, no mobile phones back then. Must have been 1986 or something. I was about 16.
had you just been the same faithless in the Yak Yak Club?
And no, and it was Christmas Eve. And I says to them the other day, like, I was in the middle floor, and they went, "You make it sound like it was a nightclub." But it was that many people. I was in the middle floor. I
Right.
remember, like, being in a bedroom. No, and it was just people everywhere sitting on the stairs, fucking whatever. And my man and dad came in the party to get me, trailed me out of it. Like, it was Christmas Eve.
So fuck, they knew where the house was.
No, they went till somebody's house and asked where I would be, and they says he will definitely be in Beachmount Street. They didn't know the number, and then they just drove up the street, and then
Can
obviously
see the fucking
house, which was just fucking loads of young ones hanging out of the windows now.
dang fucking poking all
And
over
I
the
get
place.
pulled out of it on Christmas Eve. He's like, "Fuck's sake."
Would you do that? Your wee one now?
Fucking right.
Fuck me,
By
the-
the ears. By the fucking ears.
See, I always went out in Christmas. Like, yeah, I always got
Christmas Eve in our house was always, you went till midnight mass,
Yes,
and you only done it because your mum would let you wear your Christmas clothes the day before.
right.
So you would like, oh, can I wear my Christmas clothes to my and you went to midnight mass.
Right. Because I remember last year, my mate had like an apartment on the Woodstock. And I remember going out, I'll go out for 1 pint on Christmas Eve. I sat there at 6 in the morning, fucking wiped out of my head. And on Christmas morning, and I remember just waking up on Christmas Day being like, I am scum. I am a fucking scumbag. This is the one family day of the year, and I am chinned. Yeah. I am Chintz McMahon. Like,
was that this year or was that last year?
Last year or 2 years ago. It wasn't this year. I was actually home for a reasonable time this year.
Were you?
About 11.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Only had a few drinks. Wasn't that bad.
What way did it work? How was your Christmas?
All right. It's never fun. Because my two grandparents are really old. My granddad's got fucking Alzheimer's or whatever.
Do they watch the Queen's speech?
No. My posh auntie who comes to the house wanted to have it on. We just kept going like, yeah, we'll put it on in a minute. And they never
was
put it on.
Was this year different? Because I didn't...
Yeah, it was the King this year.
Right.
It'd be weird if the Queen did one.
Wasn't it? Just dead.
If you're saying this, I am dead. But, no, he was on. But I didn't watch it. I never watched it, ever.
Right, okay.
It's uncomfortable for... I don't know why I just get uncomfortable
I never
with
watched it.
Yeah.
And I never watch it.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to get perspective on it.
If Jerry Adams did a Christmas speech, would you watch it? No. Do you know what I mean? It's that, like, I'm not stopping my Christmas day to listen to this.
Do you know what? That's a lie. If he did do one, I probably would watch it because he's a mad cunt. And I would want to hear what he said Christmas day.
How do you think it would go?
Part of it would be in Irish. He would definitely say hello, and he would also...
Yeah. Is he like, can he speak fluent Irish, or is he like you, where he can pick up broken bits of phrases?
Are you talking to me?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yep, he can put up little bits of phrases.
Say Irish fluent, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say he is.
Did you get schizophrenia there? Of course I was talking to you.
You're very cheeky.
I'm in a great mood today.
Why is that?
Don't know, I feel well rested. I'm looking after myself better. No, I'm looking after myself better.
An hour early?
I was here an hour early. Because I was like, fucking everything's back today.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Schools are back, unis are back, traffic's going to be
wild. So
wild.
you're prepared today, whereas normally you just wake up at fucking 10:15, go fuck!
Yeah.
And try and make it from Dundonald to here.
Yeah, I've been up from 5:30 today.
What?
I fixed my sleeping. So I've went to bed early. I've taken my PlayStation out of the room, so I'm not sitting playing PlayStation all night.
Took a PlayStation.
I took it out.
Your granny took a PlayStation.
I smacked. She like it fucking smacked.
She took a minute, man. That's it, William. I can't have you squealing all over the house anymore. She took it out.
I was saying this to Sean earlier. Fucking my nanny shouted at me over Christmas because it was like 3 a.m. She came in the room and I was like, yes, and she's like, did you get a big gig or something? What's up? And I was like, no, I packed Zidane and Ultimate Team. And I was screaming the fucking house down. I had friends getting engaged and shit. I'm 26. But at the same time, Sean, how hard is it to pack Zidane?
I mean...
Do you know what I mean? It's reasonable screaming.
Third world fucking struggles, like. There's people...
People in Africa would love to pack Zidane.
That is a typical. There's 3 kids in Africa, don't get that.
Live aid, we need these Ethiopians, get some FIFA points in them.
You don't know how hard it is. You don't know you're living. You have hate, you have internet. There's 3 kids in Africa, fucking don't even have food. Do you know when I was a kid, I used to go, why don't they just send them loads of Mars bars?
I'd imagine you would. That's imagine.
In my head.
I imagine you think that now.
In my head, then I was like, just buy loads of Mars bars. Do you know what I mean? Load of energy in it. That never even came in it. I was fucking 6. Did you fart there?
No.
Tramp.
I laid back in the chair.
But do you know farts are just your food's ghosts?
Is this now Paddy's words of wisdom?
It was in a toilet
to replace
somewhere.
Paddy's.
No, it was in a toilet somewhere. It said at the mall, and I went, that's a great way to think of it.
You remember the weirdest phrases? It's like when you came in the other week.
Farts are your food's ghosts. And I went, never thought of it like that.
That's beautiful. That's poetry. That's like when you came in the other week and you're like, I haven't slept. And I went, why? And you went, someone told me about snakes and ladders, and our ladders the opposite of snakes, and I couldn't sleep thinking about it.
Do you know what I've been obsessed with this week? Johnny Cash.
You have been? Because when we did the panel show...
I was singing the song.
What was it you were singing?
I hear the train a coming.
Coming round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in
And you asked me to play it up in your house.
When I get
Folsom
when
Prison Blues.
I get in like a fucking I'm tunnel facing on something,
Yeah.
I need to know.
I'm the same.
I need to know, and I need to know the crack, and I need to know about him, and I need to know. So I've been watching fucking and reading loads of stuff about him.
He's fucking fascinating.
Unbelievable.
Didn't he have a younger or an older brother that died young?
He had an older brother who basically the dad fucking thought he was the best thing from sliced bread. And apparently he was very talented, like in terms of the farm and stuff like that. The dad made them as pig captain because he drank all the money.
Yeah.
And the dad used to tell fucking Johnny Cash he was fucking useless.
Yeah.
And the brother, for $1, they were letting on to go fishing, and the brother went into a wood shop and says he would cut all this timber. And he went fishing, and he fucking fell on the blade, and it caught him.
It was such a freak fucking accident.
Horrific fucking injury. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like what the part in Walk Hard? Is that what that's meant to be?
I was going to bring this up. Have you seen Walk the Line?
Yes.
Have you ever seen the parody movie Walk Hard?
No.
So
Jesus.
if you're into music, so you'd love it. It's like a piss take of all those biography movies.
Right.
It is the funniest fucking movie. So how is it the brothers die and walk hard? They're having a machete fight. They're having a machete fight in the shed. He cuts his brother in half.
Clean it up.
It's fucking so funny. And the dad just keeps reappearing during the movie, going, "The wrong kid died.
The wrong kid.
Because that's what his dad used to say to him.
Yeah, the wrong kid died. Yeah, you need to watch Walk Hard. You'd love it." What was the name of Johnny Cash's wife? Because she was a good June Carter.
But he was originally married to Vivian.
Yes.
See, told you. I go full
Yeah.
on in.
I remember. No, and the only reason I know Johnny Cash is because my dad would play live from Folsom Prison when we had the caravan. You couldn't. It was before you could get good Wi-Fi everywhere.
Right.
So you go down the caravan. There's no
And
fucking
whatever
internet.
CDs was there.
So we had 4 CDs. You had the
Johnny
Stone
Cash was
Roses,
there.
Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison Blues.
And the Girdwood Star.
I'm weirdly
There had to be one.
I'm weirdly the Dubliners.
There had to be one Orange Parade.
There is,
There
yeah.
had to be one CD.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it would be the
And it was
same.
like the cover's drawn. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
like
yeah,
a printed.
aye.
And some dudes just like UVF and coloured it in.
And that's it.
Who sings the Willie McBride song? Which Irish band's that?
Any of them. Any of them.
Is it?
Singing.
But the Dubliners probably.
Is it the Dublin? It's the Dubliners my dad listened to flat out.
Luke Kelly was something else. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to go into
We're
Luke
going to go
Kelly,
down the
like.
big tangent. I was watching a fucking clip of Shane MacGowan and the Dubliners singing Irish Rover. And I always know Shane MacGowan from singing Fairy Tale New York, but watch him sing Irish Rover and like, fuck, he was good. He was fucking good. Like,
And the trunk
one
time.
cunt they literally went to him, they were like, stop drinking, and he got worse. He looks way worse off the drink.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't know the songs when he's sober.
Yeah, but even just, I don't even mean performance. I
Yeah.
mean as a human,
Yeah, he
health
can't
wise,
function, yeah.
he looks fucking horrific. It's like,
He's
give this
still
man
alive.
a whiskey
He's still alive.
somehow.
I know, but you know what I mean? Like,
It's mad that
yeah,
he
he
is.
shouldn't be.
He really, no.
No.
Pretty sure he had to get all of his teeth taken out and fucking replaced.
Yeah.
Like Frusciante style, that's
Yeah.
fucking mental.
For Shante?
John Frusciante from the Chili Peppers, he had such a bad heroin addiction that all of his teeth were rotten
Right.
and had to take every one of his teeth out, replace them.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Right, I mean, write this down.
Just as you're reading, you have to do for the week.
Oh, fuck, I hate when I go into wee fucking things.
I enjoy, because I do the same. If I enjoy something, I'll need to learn all
Do you know
about
what?
it.
It's good when it's something interesting like that. 'Cause sometimes, like, it could be like mountain goats of Himalayas. And then you're fucking reading and watching about them. And it's
Oh,
just-
mountain goats of the Himalayas?
Yeah.
I thought you said mountain goats and
Sure,
MLAs.
Same here.
It fits, same thing. Same thing.
No, but fucking... So where'd this Johnny Cash obsession come
I don't
from?
know. I don't know. It something could just... Like, it could have been played on the Alexa or something. And I was just like... I fucking actually listened to the words for once in my life. And I went, that's actually a fucking tune. What's the story behind it?
Yeah. His songs are great for that.
Yeah. It's like sometimes you get a song, and I don't know if it comes with age too, because I would never have listened to Johnny Cash I knew the Ring of Fire, but I knew it because it was in the Levi's ad in fucking 1998.
Everyone knows Ring of Fire.
Do you know what I
It
mean?
gets murdered every karaoke night by
It gets
some
murdered
fucking
every
fuck.
fucking time somebody has a fucking Indian and they have
Yeah.
to do a shite the next day. What happened there? Ooh, Ring of Fire, Ring of Fire, the bog roll in the freezer. Do you know what I mean? But it's sometimes you hear, and I don't know if you get older, your music taste as well widen, and you start listening to a lot of stuff that you wouldn't have listened to before.
I think it's as you get older, you stop really caring. Like, no, when you're younger, you're like, I'll listen to what's cool. So I'm seen as fucking cool because everyone listens to this. The older you get, you're like, the less of a shit you give.
Yeah.
And you'll listen to anything.
Probably, maybe.
What's your favourite Johnny Cash song?
Folsom Prison's fucking great.
Great song.
It's a great song. You can't really go past
Fucking
it.
banger.
But he
Boy.
has other ones that if you listen to, they're fucking smashing.
Sunday Morning Coming Down. Ever need a come down song? That's the
That's the
if,
one.
if you're ever
Is that the
hungover.
one about Boy Called Sue's pretty good?
That's what I was
That's a
going to
great
say.
one.
Boy Named Sue reminds me of my dad because he
Yeah.
always used to put it on
Play
for
it.
me. And he thought it was funny every time. You know what I mean?
It never lost its funniness.
Yeah. And as a
Was there
kid,
a
I thought
story
it was
behind it?
hilarious too.
Isn't that he named-
Fucking great song, like an inspirational one. Proclaimer, Sunshine and Leaf.
That's a great song.
Holy fuck. The
Good
night.
song.
That's a fucking tune.
Yeah.
That never got what it deserved.
They're mainly known for obviously the fucking I will walk.
Sunshine
They have
and
loads
Leaf.
of good shit.
Oh, fuck me. Like, they really do.
They're brilliant.
But
I've got. I don't know how. I randomly got back into the Stone Roses over Christmas.
sometimes that happens. Sometimes I religiously just listen to fucking Oasis over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I think I had some edibles over Christmas and Stone Roses came on. I was like, yeah, it's Waterfall. That every time. They're one of those bands. I'm like, I like them, and then I do a wee bit of drugs. I'm like,
'Cause
they're
they-
amazing.
They're actually not that. Musically, they're not that great. They're not great musicians, but what they do is
They're-
amazing as a package.
It's so hard to get that sound. There's such a unique sound. I think.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
They weren't that great.
Ian
but
Brown
what they-
can't sing for shit.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But it fucking works as a package. It's one of them ones
Yeah.
where you go, that shouldn't work, but it does.
Yeah. Squire's good music. Squire's good guitarist. I think is it Remy's the bassist or drummer. I should know
Moore.
this, but fucking Ian Brown's the only one in the band who like sings live, and you're like, how are you a singer as a fucking job? Because he sounds like you're fucking drunk dad, but he's class.
That's what I mean. It just
I mean,
works.
Ozzy Osbourne's a fucking one of the biggest.
He
like,
can.
thing-
I'll argue this. He can sing. He's
know
old
what?
now, but in his day,
In his day, when
In
you
his
watch,
day?
when
I
you
know.
watch the old stuff of him, like
I'm not convinced. Like,
no,
no.
honestly, and he fucking has
I'll
a
disagree
real
with this.
unique voice. Like
Yeah. Nah, I'll argue
I
that.
know. You see him now, and you're like,
He's a
hard of
fucking
but even
mess.
back in the day, Ozzy Osbourne, like you just listen, like he's not technically like that. I don't know. I just don't think his singing sounds good, but just in the context of the
I don't-
music he makes,
I'd
it's
argue with that.
incredible.
Yeah, if he was a fucking Pavarotti character or something like, and
Yeah.
he wouldn't make it. But
What's that? He had a
He was
Christmas
a
song. No, a Christmas song he has. Like, who's it with?
it was his daughter.
we're going through changes.
No, he has like it's saying like
That's the only Christmas song I
Frosty
know.
the fucking Snowman or something.
I didn't know he had a Christmas
But
song.
it sounds horrendous, you know. So it's
Yeah,
like
it would. Ozzy Osbourne singing that.
Yeah,
it's going,
yeah.
But at the time, like the sort of
It's a Jessica
movement
Simpson.
that they were in and the fucking thing, it worked. Like,
But I remember because we were doing that panel show. You were on your Johnny Cash shit.
fuck,
Did you enjoy it?
it was fucking great.
I had a great time at it.
Like, I really enjoyed it. I was telling somebody about it. Like, where is that going out or anything?
I think they're pitching it
Yeah.
to people. I don't know. I
If
can't
that
say.
doesn't get took up, like there's
But-
something wrong.
I remember they were like, "Watch your language, don't
What-
swear." This was Kieran, he's in charge. He's like, "Watch your language, don't be."
And I
don't
went
be.
straight out.
3 seconds in, Kieran's like, "Cunt," and I'm like, "You told me."
But listen, it's one of them ones. You're better not holding back
Yeah.
for something like that, because let it be natural and let people see how good it is that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it was like the first question came up. The first question in it was, what did the Royals have that they haven't had before? And I went, because you're fucking, it was a wee,
With a wee potty blower for the buzzer.
and I blew it, and I was like, a black baby. And it just set the tone. But I mean,
Yeah, and I think it's
I said exactly what everyone in the audience was thinking.
yeah.
apart from 3 people maybe that were going, oh, that's definitely the Platinum Jubilee.
Yeah. It's also, I like doing it too. I like always giving you the disapproving face because it's funny
Oh, fuck
to like pull away
Yeah.
with someone
I
going,
mean, it was
chill.
funnier when everybody went, oh my God,
Yeah.
did you say it? That's funnier.
Yeah.
That's what it's meant to have that reaction because the
Yeah.
audience are meant to go, fuck.
Yeah.
If you all went, you
Yeah.
know, you can laugh, but you also have to show some disapproval.
Yeah, it's like Mock the Week. If there were 6 Frankies, it would be a
What's that?
nightmare. Oh, you're showing us
right.
that?
I was going, what the fuck do you want
was
me to
like-
reference cock in the north for?
Cock in the North.
It has turned into. He's like a Van Morrison fucking.
It looks like my auntie hungover.
That's Jessica Simpson.
Simpson.
In fairness,
I like him. I fuck with it.
plus you got to do that.
What fucking Twin Peaks episode is this?
That would have been when the both of them were in full reality shows.
Yeah. Snowman. I have seen this. He gives the snowman a wee dick. I love Ozzy Osbourne. I do. But no, the panel show is because I was nervous before. I'm always just a wee bit nervous before shows. It's not a bad
In
thing.
case it's shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And you get this. I have such a thing of like, fuck, there's so many people.
There was
here, and if this is
nobody
shit-
that fucked up on it.
No.
Everyone played the character. I was surprised Diona done it
Really? Oh, because she's.
because she's on the playing game.
Yeah, she loved it though. She had a great time.
Yeah. And
I'm trying to remember, what did I fucking the Philip Schofield job. I'm not saying because it gets put
Yeah.
out, but the Philip Schofield I did, because in the first half I was really reserved, and then second half I went, fuck it, I'll just say whatever, and that was the first thing I said. It was fucking way better.
but that's the audience had a great time. There's
Yeah.
nobody sent me any bad messages or.
I got so much good stuff.
so-
And almost by the end they were involved in the game.
Yeah.
They were like fucking
Yeah. They were pulled in.
yeah.
It really worked. It did really work.
I'm
And
also so glad because we'll let you in the secret. We could have sold out with the amount of people looking tickets. Could have done the waterfront,
yeah.
and I'm so glad the decision was made. It wasn't
Just to keep it
ours,
in there.
but just to keep it line. I hope it stays like that.
Yeah.
I hope it stays something that's like, you want tickets to this, fucking, you need to go now.
Yeah.
Because they'll fly out.
Yeah.
I hope it stays like that.
Well, the Mudblood was well represented because we were the two
Team captains.
So
Yes.
the knew the crack. It
Yeah.
was our audience that came. Like,
It was, you could. I think it was good having us as team captains too, because we were so good at arguing with each other, and that just kept happening. Every 5 minutes was me going, nah, fucking hang on here. It was great. Did you know what happened to us in the lift after?
no.
So me, Shane, Diona, and Kieran got in that, the side stage lift to go up the dressing room.
Was Joe in with you?
No, went up about one floor, started shaking.
Ah, you said
Lights
something.
started cutting out. So we're like, fuck, we're stuck. And we were stuck in it for about a minute. And they were like, everyone was starting to freak out. And I'm trying to be like, right, relax. Don't worry. We'll be fine, right? It'll be all right. Be all right. Everyone's starting to get a bit worried. Then it like drops again. And I was like, okay, no, we're fine. Don't worry about it. And the doors open on the top floor. And we were like, fuck, I'm never getting in that lift again. Never again. Went out 2 steps, went, I can't be arsed with the stairs. And we all just went right back into it. And it happened again.
Did it?
It was like George Best getting the second liver and immediately going for a
We
pint.
were turning it off now, down below.
I honestly wouldn't be shocked. Kieran, as he was getting in the lift, like as the doors were closing, just peeked his head out and went, Chloe, I love you. And I'm like, you're a dramatic wee cunt, Bartlett.
It's mad, like, he's mad that way.
For such an angry man, people don't get, he's such a wee prince. He's so sensitive.
He loves Chloe, like, he definitely does.
But he has a wee softy.
No, I know Kieran's a fucking gentleman.
Do you know what I mean? That's
People
what
don't see that.
people see him getting angry
Yeah.
over nothing.
Yeah.
Because he is just a wee rage-filled cunt. But he is the softest wee soul. I love him. I love him.
Have you ever tried Kieran's beans recipe?
The
Beans
beans
a
a
la
la
bouffe?
bouffe? No.
No.
It's
I'm
like-
at this
I did
point
try it.
being stubborn and not doing it.
You know what? He was talking about it as if it was going to be a game changer.
Wasn't.
It's not a game changer, but I mean,
It does improve it.
it's a minor improvement. You ever see it's like drift on a fucking no, the aerodynamics of a car.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like marginal improvement,
But
but
it does
it
do it.
is. It is.
I mean,
nicer.
how much nicer is it possible to make beans?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're beans.
You're not tasting much of the difference, but you're like, oh, there's an extra wee kick there.
Beans are a thing that needs to be added to something else. They're not a standalone meal. I know they are to some people in certain areas, but it's not. Like, beans are
Beans
a
on
condiment.
toast.
They're a thing that... Exactly. Beans and toast. Beans and a baked potato. Beans and a fry. It's...
I take beans in my KFC, and
Do you
my
know
friends
what's
give me
great?
shit for
Do
that.
you know what's great? Beans,
That's
I'll
disgusting.
face.
beans, chips, sausages, and fresh bread. Fuck me.
Can't go wrong with that.
Oh, fuck. Cowboy supper. It is a fucking dog's ball. See,
It is
putting
hard.
fucking beans, loads of butter in your bread, stick it in there, chips, and a big whack of sausage.
I'm fucking starving now. The look you give me when I say I get beans in my KFC.
No,
I
that's
get
not right.
that. I get that.
Fucking
Chicken, beans,
lovely.
and chips.
Yeah.
That's not right.
It's a meat, chips, and a fucking... No,
And
that's,
beans?
that's,
You have to
that's
get
all.
gravy.
No, not by law. Don't. I can have what I want.
What are you
beans
dipping
are
your
aside.
chicken in?
Chicken gravy.
The
is
beans?
Chicken gravy from
No.
KFC, right? Do you know what that's made from?
Chicken.
The balls of the chicken.
Brilliant.
That's what's in it.
Makes you want more of
It's
it.
all the fucking balls and testicles fucked into the middle. It is. You're having the chicken's real gravy. That's what it is. That's a patty fact.
This is your Jamie Oliver moment.
Look it up. The ingredients is testicles. Chicken testicles.
Here, what am I going through all these fucking actual bollocks of chickens?
Before you call it gravy, he's like, I want any bollock sauce, do you? That's this episode's name, bollock sauce. Is KFC made from bollocks?
The chicken gravy.
Yep.
There's testicles in it.
I believe you. I
Put
believe you.
testicles in it.
What is KFC gravy made from? Two scoops of crackling mixed with 3.5 litres of water. Not exactly bollocks, unless you have a 2 litre in your bollocks, like. So that's what they're saying is, so when they get to the fryer and there's all the little extra bits of crispy chicken, they scoop that up, 2 scoops of that, some water. That's how they make the gravy.
See, to be
You
honest,
think they're lying? You think it's secretly balls?
It's balls in the fluid that comes. Like,
but you know what? Over in Turkey, they were fucking serving that as an entree anyway.
what's that? Turkey
Like-
balls?
Like bollocks and all.
Oh, sheep's balls is a
Yeah.
Animal bollocks, or
Yeah.
just the waiter had
Sheep's
his fucking bollocks on the tray?
He came
Your
in and
entree, there you go.
Big Esteban was like, "There's your fucking
Mate of
starter."
mine came into a party one time with his balls out, and his balls is that big. Then a fella at the party says, "Give us a bit of that apple." It looked like an apple, and it was bright red. It looked like an apple.
What was wrong with his bollocks?
He just has big, massive balls. Also, I know another fella who has one ball bigger than the other one, and it's abnormal.
I
right?
know a fellow is.
And when we were in Liverpool, funny, in Concert Square, there was these two fucking junkies trying to sell us sunglasses, right? And your mate kept coming over and he's like, "Do you want to buy any sunglasses?" And I was, "No, mate, we bought 4 pairs already. We don't need any more." And he was sitting with his missus, right? And they were sitting in the chair beside us, but he latched on to us because we had bought so many sunglasses off him that he was going, "These cunts will be able to steal drink from their table as well." So they were sitting at a wee table and we were all standing and we're singing. And a squad of ones came in with t-shirts on that says "Our Wee Country," right? And they had a cricket bat and they were shouting over, "Just want to play cricket." And we were going, "Bollocks, we play hurling." And there was a bit of banter going back and forth. And this guy, who has the one big ballock and the one wee ballock, was out of it and was sitting sleeping, knew nothing of what was going on. And then he heard all the talk of hurling. And he stood up and went, "What did you say about fucking hurling?" And your man says, "You play with a different ball from cricket." And he went, "I'll show you a different ball." And he pulled his shorts down. It's in the middle of summer in the Concert Square in Liverpool, right? And the girl and fella and the 2 junkies were sitting at a table, so his balls was like at your woman's face. And he pulled it down, and your woman went, "I guess, wear sunglasses to look at it." Because there was one big ball and one wee ball. And your man fucking punched his missus and knocked her over. And when Barry... I should have said his name. When Barry
I came from the fucking left field.
So your
Who's
man
gonna punch
punched
him in
her,
the big bollock?
right? And Barry was pulling his trousers up, looked and seen your woman, and flicked her chair up, and she came back up like this, and her sunglasses were like fucking smashed, but they were up and down. And your mum went, "You fucking doing looking at his balls?" And she went, "Fucking look at him. There's one that size and one that size." I was like, "But you're looking at his balls." And Barney went, "I have a medical condition." It was the most surreal moment ever. Like, this junkie just punching his missus and in her glasses, but she was going, "Look at them. Like, look at them." And your man never seen the balls, and she was just trying to go, "But look at them, you'll understand why I've done that." It wasn't that I was impressed, it was just, he's one ball that size and one this size.
I love it was the wee sunglasses like
We're-
flicked
we're-
down like in a Hollywood
she
movie
pushed
and
them
someone
down.
sexy's walking past on the
It
sidewalk.
was sort of just, she went, "What the fuck?"
And your mom, pure George
I thought he was going
Best.
to punch him in the bollocks. No, he just smacked his missus.
his
She said
missus.
George Best, this missus.
He was good with ball, but he was fucking terrible with his hands.
I remember my mate had a caravan, one of his friends there. You just, you get there,
Was he a
and
traveller?
he wasn't a traveller, like, it was a...
Did you know any travellers? No.
Nah,
You just don't really get them in your areas.
nah. We have nothing worse
The
than
UDA and
it.
UVF like just didn't tolerate that shit.
That's a
didn't
bit mad, isn't it? Like that they like. There's not really many.
It's a
Well,
mad-
I've never
travellers-
thought about that.
Travellers
Not a bad thing,
are
but it's-
Catholics too. Like,
Yeah. So, like, never... You'd encounter them, like, in a shop occasionally, but they're never about.
you'd encounter them in a shop.
You'd encounter them in a
We
shop.
would encounter them in a shop.
wouldn't be out in the
That
wild.
sounded so DUP there. You would encounter them in a shop.
Yeah, yeah. But you wouldn't see them out in the wild.
You wouldn't see them out in the wild.
I mean,
The Wild West. You would,
I had no scrap metal. Did no use for me. Do you know
I
what
love
mean?
the fact loads of people from this road go, "Fucking gypsies that call themselves travellers haven't travelled anywhere in fucking 40 years. They're fucking stuck up that Glen Road." Where do they go? The people say it. Newcastle, Carnlough, Ballycastle the weekend to sit in their fucking caravan. Do you know what I mean? They're like weekend travellers.
Or something so bad, and I love it. They're like, "Can't wait to get away to the caravan this weekend." They'll go 20 minutes up the road.
Yeah,
Fuck,
me.
it's good to get away from it all,
I
isn't
just
it?
pull
From
the,
McDonald's.
I
whatever.
just pull the transit up in the DLA car, my flicker shoes off, and crack open a bottle of Prosecco, and that's us.
Has ever been
My wee bit of paradise. You do get a photo from people sitting in their super sur on in their caravan,
sitting in two white plastic chairs outside it that's pissing down?
sitting in paradise.
The train.
My wee home away from home.
Yeah. Just cans of warm harp in each hand, loving it. I hated the idea of getting the caravan seat once I got one. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was fucking brilliant.
Oh, but I was going to say, we were raised in a caravan.
You wanted the
We
gypsy.
didn't just go to a caravan all the time. Like, I just remember, like, the whole summer being in the caravan. You know,
100%. I remember being...
we didn't have a shower or toilet or one, like, years ago.
Were you just in a container? Where the fuck
No,
were
it
you?
was just a caravan. Like, you slept in it, you had it. It had a cooker and stuff.
Where'd you
but
piss
didn't
in?
have a
Where'd
Shower
shower,
and
didn't
toilet.
have a
It
piss.
had like a wee communal.
There was a communal fucking thing. So, like, you had to physically go up. And a few times, like, the old trunks get dropped on the way home and all. You know, and your mom was like, "Where's your dirty trunks?" And you're like, "Oh, fucking need to run up the lane and grab the trunks."
Isn't that the fucking communal ones
Well,
like a better shower?
It was. They were great.
Yeah.
Somebody shit in it once.
Was it you?
Yeah. No, somebody shit in the shower. And I remember it was like fucking Cluedo trying to find out who shit in the shower. They went around the whole fucking... they went around the whole... I says, just do a DNA test in the shape. You'll find out exactly who it is.
DNA test on the,
the shit.
shit. CSI, Caravan Scene Investigators.
Yeah.
Did you find out who did it?
I actually talked about the guy Skippy in my class that done the pissing and they went and got the fucking... the thing paper
Litmus.
from the science department to find out if it was pacing a battle. And his missus contacted me. He's like, "I'm married to him." This is all. She confirmed it. I showed you the message. She was like, "That exactly happened the way you said it. Just, he can't believe you remembered it. You forgot about it."
I'd hate to be like a friend who knew you from way back in the day. You'd feel so unsafe.
People watch this shite themselves.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Hope he doesn't remember.
My
because
friends are fine. They know I have brain damage.
I
They don't
hope-
remember shit.
You get away with murder.
Like this,
Yeah.
I see the title coming up and it's like bollock sauce. And like, oh fuck, I hope we don't
Ah,
tell
no.
that story.
That's that time I put my bollocks in the sauce. Oh no.
Do you know we were talking about
It's a
it at
Turkish
Christmas?
waiter watching
There
this
is
sweating.
a time somebody paced in a old English battle, filled it up.
You said that one.
But that was the glue sniffer got that one. This was like they done it on a mate.
The pest in his old English.
They filled his bottle of cider up. Like they drank a cider on him, and he left it in the fridge, and he says, "Don't drink that." And somebody fucking drank it, and went, "What'll it do?" And instead of going down the off license and buying another bottle for £1,
Yeah.
they went, "We'll fill it with peach," and they put it in the fridge, and he drank it, and it didn't taste anything.
There was one time
You will make me sick one of these weeks.
We-
You will make me vomit.
we used
And
to go
we were
to
talking about it the other day when we were out, and they were like, "If he ever knew that," I was like, "Yeah,
I mean, I've had old English. Doesn't taste any different than fucking
peach.
bad
Have
peach.
you
Like,
tasted peach? This is the thing.
no, but I've tasted old English, and I
Do
can't
you know when
imagine it's
people
any
taste
different.
something and they go, "That tastes like shite."
Aye.
I go, "What are you basing that on?
The time I ate shite.
What are you? Did you eat shite before? Like, what does shite? I don't know what shite tastes like. I couldn't tell you. Does it taste like KFC gravy? That's my point. Is shite tasty? No one knows. I don't tell you.
Is shite tasty?
Nobody
no
knows.
one knows.
It's a waste product that comes out of your hole, right?
I mean, we don't know. I mean, I dare say raw.
Everybody's-
I would dare say raw.
Everybody's had to taste something in order for us to know that it's a food that you can eat. You know, somebody had to eat something to go, "Oh, that's poisonous." How do you know? Mickey's dead in the cave there after eating it. Don't eat them berries because they'll
I
make
reckon,
it.
I reckon if you threw a bit of butter around
Somebody's
shit,
at shake before. Somebody's at shake before.
I've never seen you this passionate.
So I've never had it, but people says that tastes like shit. How do you know? Do you know when you taste something and somebody goes, "That tastes a wee bit like aniseed"? You know it tastes like aniseed because you've tasted aniseed before. Know what that tastes like? Do you know what that tastes like? That tastes like KFC chicken gravy. How do you know? Because I've had chicken gravy before, and that's actually very close to it. That tastes like sweet corn. How do you know? Because I've had sweet corn. But when you say that tastes like shit, how do you know?
Is it not just an expression? Do you know what I mean? Because no one assumes shite's going to taste good. Maybe shite. Let's eat shite in the podcast so you see what it's like.
But whose shit would
Yeah.
you eat? Do you eat your own?
Certainly not yours.
Then, if you were going to decide to eat it, do you eat certain things to make it tastier when it comes
That's
out?
what I was going to say. If you threw a bit of butter around shit, would it be so?
No, it wouldn't because it'd be battered shite. I'm going to stop this debate that shite might actually be nice. I'm
you
going to
ha-
argue against
Is
this.
shit, is shit, but like, if you ate shit, would you die?
Yeah, it's not.
But if you ate shit,
No.
would you die? Because
Probably
it's a
not.
waste product, it's a poisonous, that's what I mean.
Oh,
Yes, I was going to say, it's not good. Like, you wouldn't die, but you would get sick.
I have never looked into this, but it's definitely something we need to
If you
research.
had to
It is
eat,
not something we need to research.
If you had to
if
eat-
shite tastes nice to eat, we don't need to research it.
if you had to eat shit, would you rather eat?
Your own shit or something else?
Oh well,
that sounds like a question we can get.
Yeah.
Would you rather eat Arlene Foster's shit or Michelle O'Neill's shit?
Also, see if you had one
If you
last
had to eat
meal and
one
it was
shit,
going to be
would you
shite.
rather be a Finian shit or a prawn shit?
You're 1 inch from your mum's shite and 1 inch from your dad's shite. Are
Would
you
eat your
going back
ma's
or
shit?
forward?
Would you eat your ma's shit to stop your dad from eating your shit?
That's the questions we get. You have 1 meal left before you get
No, but
executed.
do you
Whose shite's
know
it
what I
going to
mean?
be?
Where did that phrase, like, you haven't got a fucking pot to piss in, comes from when the people were that poor in America, they had to sell their urine to the leather companies, but people were that poor that didn't even have a wee bucket to store their piss.
Yeah, so they used to piss in bottles
So
of
that's
Old
where it
English.
comes from. So the term, that tastes like shit, where does it come from?
Maybe it's derived from the phrase "smells like shite." So if something smells like shite, you can only assume.
I can.
'Cause when you
comment on
smell
that.
shite.
I can't comment on that because I have one has whiffed shite before.
Yes,
So I'm qualified
Yes.
to comment on that. I have smelled shite before.
and when one does whiff shite,
And shite
it's in
does
your taste
smell
buds.
bad. Yeah.
It's like if you
No, but
can
you
smell a
don't
fart.
taste it.
It's no, but it does. It goes in your nose into your
Well,
taste buds.
what's something that smells like shit but tastes good?
Garlic.
What's that?
Garlic.
Garlic smells good. Garlic, what smells like shit but tastes? I don't think anything I don't like the smell of tastes good, because smell is a large part of the taste.
Smell vision.
Yeah. So if something smells enticing, it tastes good. But if it
There's
smells
stuff
bad,
that
you're not gonna
smells
like
good
it.
but doesn't taste good.
Like what?
Rose water.
What's that?
Rose petals in water. It smells nice, but it's fragrant. But it's fucking not nice.
But it doesn't. It doesn't.
Perfume. aftershave.
Yeah, but
Smells good, but doesn't
they
taste
don't
good.
smell nice in the way the food smells nice. Food smells nice. You're like, that's tasty. No one is around me putting on Dior Sauvage, and I'm like, can I have a fucking swig of that? It's a different kind of smelling
It's
nice.
a fucking juicy drop off.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to Mudblood. Why don't we eat shite and drink perfume? How's your new year going?
If you had to eat shit, would you rather eat runny
me.
shit or hard shit?
Oh, definitely hard shit.
What?
Well,
Well, you're drinking it then. That's a shade milkshake.
That's just KFC gravy, essentially, at that point.
KFC gravy. That's chicken bollocks shade.
Do you want to know how to make the KFC gravy? It's shade. It's chicken bollocks and shade.
But you also think you haven't that shit, but who's to say you haven't? Because you maybe have been in KFC and some cunt's done a shake and chicken gravy and you're in it. And you wouldn't know because the fucking...
I mean, I know if someone's taking a shite
no,
in the
you
middle of my
won't.
meal.
You won't. If it's fucking blended down, you won't know.
Well, who's shiting in the gravy and then
There was
blending?
a fucking thing where some girl got really sick one time, right? And this is fucking true. This happened, right? And it turned out there was 40 types of semen in a fucking soup that she had in a fucking restaurant. Now, she didn't get pregnant, but she got fucking sick.
40 times.
Common bear soup? That's fucking...
40 times.
What's the soup of the day? Creme the bed.
Who's the 40 dudes bukkake in the soup?
Listen, I
I
fucking
just
did
want to
it.
run a train on this lentil.
I'm fucking gonna get this up. This happened. I read this, and it wasn't in Zoo magazine.
Just 40 dudes in the kitchen smoking a fag. Like, you enjoy that soup, did you?
Here, I'm sorry to be a melt, but would you send that back? I think there's a wee bit of shit. I don't usually do this, but that is definitely a wee whack of shit.
Semen found in fast food. Do I even want to consent that?
Go for it. Go.
Yeah.
I thought that was still the article title.
Analyst of restaurant food eaten by a young woman reveals the presence of semen from HIV or STT positive men. False. That's falsified, right? When she was a little.
So this story was a woman was in a McDonald's.
a
She
McDonald's.
ordered a McChicken sandwich. It seemed to have a lot of mayonnaise on it. And then she licked it off.
She says
That
she
was
licked the
cum.
mayo off and the texture was familiar.
Dirty bits.
It's my stepdad. What I love about that, the story too, was like, the men who came in it had HIV. I'm like, see if someone's 40 minutes came
It
in my
turned
soup, I
out the
would've been
mayo
like,
was positive for 2 different types of semen, and that was in McDonald's. So that's one.
that's not as exotic as 40.
No,
I mean, it's still too much cum than I want in my McDonald's. If someone came in your
The
food,
spermorama.
what's the spermorama? Okay, so this one's about a friend of a friend who went to eat Chinese food. A few days later, she developed sores in her mouth, which was later determined to be herpes. She was perplexed because she never cheated on her husband. Oh my god! So it turns out there was semen found in her Chinese.
I think
How
that
did I
comes.
find that out?
She got herpes,
Yeah, but
but that they had the food.
So
They
there's
had
some
the
food left over. But also, how much testing are you doing before you're like, stick a chlamydia test in that chow mein for me, see what comes up?
Variations.
and I got a code
right?
for just
Semen is said to have turned up in Chinese food, pizza, shawarma, sandwiches, Indian curries, gravies, donuts, tacos, fast food, hamburger chains, secret sauce. Now,
You could get away with coming on a donut.
we did hear that. We heard that in Newry, the secret sauce in one of the
I did hear
the
this.
chippies down there that says don't get that because it's got this in it, and that could come from an urban legend. But there has to
I
be
can't imagine every day someone's waking up like coming in that sauce every day.
come in your face.
someone
Whether
came
there's
in
a
your food-
sperm in my soup.
If someone came in your food, would you rather not know, or would you rather someone told you?
Cod sperm, creamy and yummy.
I'm gonna take your phone off you. You're getting on the bad websites.
Johnny is search history says fucking Johnny Cash.
No one is cod's
Himalayan
milk.
mountain goats.
No
Ozzy
one,
Osbourne.
no one is
Syrup.
cod's milk soup stateside and Shirako in Japan. The soup is essentially sperm sac of the male codfish.
We need a,
Japanese people are fucking nuts. Like Asian
Talk me through
people,
this.
like TikTok, you go through TikTok and you see like this fucking girl turns up at an apartment and your mom's like, oh, and brings in this fucking, well, that's a noisy mate, and he brings in this fucking
Was there a
turtle.
fucking graphic
It's a
on
turtle.
Takeshi's Castle?
It's a turtle the size of that table.
I've seen this.
And he cleans it and then cuts it up and fucking eats it.
I've seen that. Is that any different than getting your steak cut up in front of
Probably
you?
not.
Do you know what I mean?
But I mean,
Do you think they
Well,
watch
at the
us
same
getting a
time-
big fucking kebab and being like, what are
Dirty
those dirty
bastards.
bastards eating?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Opening a pack of potato, cheese and onion and
Yeah.
making a potato, cheese and onion sandwich,
Aye.
and they're like, they're tramps.
These boys are battering shite and
They're
drinking
tramps.
perfume. What
They're
are they?
like a bit of white bread with potato crisp with cheese and onion on it, stinking cunts.
They're looking at us.
They're
as
looking at the
eating
TikToks of us making a Belfast bat potato in it.
They're
going,
looking at those TikToks.
Bakers, oh you dirty tramp!
They're looking at TikTok of the girl who fucking mixes Baileys and vodka. You seen
Baileys?
her? Baileys?
Feelies, is that
You seen
like a
that?
Protestant alternative to Baileys?
No, fuck no. We
Baileys.
drink. Baileys is the most pro drink ever.
You probably don't drink Carlin's cream then.
Nah, we drink Baileys. What's Carlin's cream?
It's like the Sinn Féin version of Baileys.
Billy's will come.
It's got what do you call them dogs? The fucking big ones.
Irish
seriously?
food friends.
No, Irish Wolfhound, sperm in it.
What's sperm in Irish?
No idea.
No, need a suck.
Oh,
Need a suck.
I do
Need-
know.
need a
It's-
suck 'em?
it's-
Need a suck means I don't know.
it's lost.
I thought you said
Sperm
sperm in
in
Irish was
Irish.
need a suck 'em, and I was
If
like,
ever
no, it's not.
they get
No, it's not.
Neil,
certainly
Neil will suck 'em.
I love the like pretend to teach you Irish.
Yeah, just
And you start going into the Clune Art and people are like saying you're fluent, but you're fluent in like all the wrong
Lies.
things.
Yeah.
You're going like, oh here, fuck, I need to suck him.
It's just sperm.
Spear me. Can we get a wee?
It's not spear me.
Sperm.
Sperm. It's just it's
Sperm.
going to be said the same way. You want to hear it?
I don't think there's a speaker on that one. So have you got the Andy Town filter on your Google Translate?
Well, it's something.
Sperm.
Sperm.
She said it different the second time.
The first time she said that, she went sperm.
She did.
Sperm.
I think she's doing one each, so the first one to English, second.
What would you like on your doner kebab?
Sperm.
Yeah. And for
Can I
the
get
and
the
for your
sperm?
wee Irish mate, sperm. Just have to say sperm, but like you're really fed up with it. Sperm.
Girl, mila magat.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us this week on the Mudblood podcast.
Just be careful what you're putting in your mouth.
Yep. Remember, clean your hole, don't eat it. We'll see you next week.
When you go